Today's episode of Future Says is proudly sponsored by Oracle. Oracle offers integrated suites of applications plus secure autonomous infrastructure in the Oracle Cloud. For more information, check out www.oracle.com. On today's episode of Future Says, we have Sofia Salazar. She is the warranty coordinator at Yazaki Europe dedicated to Stellantis. Sofia is responsible for coordinating a multidisciplinary team for continuous improvement, standardizing warranty systems, and factory optimization. She has a master's in pharmaceutical chemistry and a postgraduate in quality. Sofia Salazar, welcome to Future Says. Thank you so much for joining the show.
No need to thank. Thanks you also for the invitation.
Of course. Sofia, maybe to kick things off, tell me more about warranty then. What does that mean? What does your day-to-day work be like?
Warranty is basically the last step of a quality process. So it means that the issue passed the pokayokis of the process on the manufacturer, also the customer OEMs ones, and the issue passed so for the end customer. And here is a big problem because damage, let's say, the image of the OEM, of the car manufacturer, but also ours for sure.
What inspired you, Sofia, to get into the warranty space of your company? Do you have a background in that?
Basically, my first experience was in warranty as warranty engineer. And after having basically involved on this stage, I was really interested on. Why? Because I felt even more some few years ago that was a process that was not really the focus of the organizations, So I felt like a challenge also to change this mindset. And in fact, this is changing. Year after year, the focus in warranty is being much more. For example, exist already some kinds of European networking groups, also some face-to-face meetings between the persons dedicated for this process. And also inside of the organization, I'm feeling, because since I'm always involved on this process, that the focus is changing. For example, also in my organization, this is changing. It starts to be a focus as well, not just the 0 kilometers, So the failures that happen when arrive to the OEM manufacturer. I like challenges. So for me, it's really, really, let's say, interesting and to get involved on this.
Okay. And what are some of those big challenges that you deal with every day, Sofia?
So let's say the major challenge in warranty is what we call as NTF. That is what? Is basically no trouble found. Is when, let's say, the end customer claims, we receive the part for analysis, and we are not able to confirm the failure. So for let's say for us, as a tier one, or doesn't matter, we are after making the tests specification, the standard tests we call, the part doesn't reproduce any issue. So this is the major challenge in warranty.
What are some of the big contributors to warranty? What are some of the big faults or quality issues in vehicles nowadays?
In warranty, one of the major ones is the no trouble found.
Yeah.
Okay, it is the challenging and is the also the focus of the new standards like VDAs, etc. Also, software issues is also, let's say, one of the most contributors and big challenges in warranty. And not only, but for example, in electronic, also defective components.
Is the move towards electric vehicles, maybe autonomous vehicles, is that going to make this even more difficult?
Yes, it is, because it's a new era, and the know-how of the persons, also engineering, is not on the same level that it is for example, normal vehicles, not electrical ones. So is a bit challenging also for analyzing the problems, Even if we detect the failure, if it's not a notable fault, is also more difficult to analyze. Because let's say we are speaking about high voltage.
Yeah. And how is that analysis done? Are companies using a lot of artificial intelligence now within warranty processes?
So currently, I think this is not yet in place, but this is the future. The future will pass for artificial intelligence also to analyze problems. For example, during this year, the meeting with the OEMs between also tiers and even with dealers, we understood from one OEM that they are creating like a cloud to fix the warranty issues without the cars or the trucks needs to go to the dealer shop, so via cloud. So this is, it will be the future, but is not let's say now is not yet in place.
I always talk about three different stages of analytics: descriptive analytics, where we're analyzing the past; predictive analytics, where we're predicting the future; prescriptive analytics, where we're prescribing actions based on what we think is going to happen in the future. So are a lot of companies within warranty analytics more about just looking at the past, trying to understand priority issues, number of issues, frequency of issues? Is that most of the analysis that goes on today?
Yes, and also focus now on the notable funds. What this means, previously, the analysis, let's say the technical guidelines, were really focused on the analysis of the part itself and not looking to the part as a system. You know, imagine each supplier looked to the part he manufactured. And this is not the right way, because in this way, like intermittent issues, it will not be so easy to analyze. For this, we need collaboration. Collaboration to the customer to get data analysis, because it's really important how you will know and discover a root cause if you don't know how the issue happened. So this is really, let's say, important. So first, the data collection. Afterwards, the process study. So how is, let's say, the analysis of the dealer performed, the diagnostic, the readout, you understand? In your process, analysis process, you are doing everything right on the manufacturing process, also on the customer side. So like the process study. And in the end, the system tests. That is basically looking to the failure as a subsystem, or even more, having the collaboration with the OEM to make the tests on the car. So making like a workshop. For this, we need the involvement of everybody, not only the customer and the tier ones, but also our suppliers if it's depending on their part, let's say. So this is what is currently happening, and is a good evolution, because until now it's not trouble found, it's not trouble found, let's share the responsibility and that's it. So now, not now, now we really want to solve the problems. Reason why I'm let's say my guidance is always looking to warranty, not as cost sharing, not as cost discussions or negotiations, but having the mindset of the quality, solving the problems. This is the right way, in my opinion, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting parts there, Sophia. That collaboration, I mean, it makes so much sense, right? I mean, collaborating between the tiers and the OEMs, that sounds like that should be done. Is that a difficult thing to do?
Everybody, let's say, is feeling like responsible for the problem, which is good. So the OEMs are creating more and more systems to record the dealer inputs, okay, and to give this data to the suppliers. Also to creating KPIs, for example, for evaluation of the dealers in order to guarantee they will supply the most complete data as possible, which is really important. Because, for example, 8 years ago, the only failure description you received, it was like not working, or you can imagine. So now let's say the collaboration also between the OEMs and the manufacturing, the tier, the suppliers, let's say, they are creating since the beginning of the projects like diagnostic systems together.
What about that collaboration internally in your own company? Of course, you have to speak to OEMs and tier two, tier
Really,
three suppliers.
really important. As a warranty team, okay, you cannot solve the issues without the others. Never we can solve the problems by ourselves, right? We need always to work as a team. And it's not different here. So a warranty team needs always the support from a lot of different disciplines. So it's basically a multidisciplinary team that involves, for example, engineering to support us on the investigations of harder issues, harder root causes, like notable fund, for example. You need the support from the supplier management, okay? Because basically they will work, push, develop the suppliers. So this for sure will support also us. And it's important for sure to have a leader, and the leader can be on the warranty or quality team, doesn't matter. What matters is basically to get this team involved and to motivate them, okay? And is basically that.
Okay. And again, I'm just trying to paint a picture here. So you're getting these issues from an OEM, you're getting a collaborative team together to identify what is that issue. How long does it typically?
Needed for all of them, okay?
Yeah.
So basically imagine, first step, you receive the part from OEM, okay, or the claim. Basically you can you should send the part to the plant that manufactured the or to a central, let's say, warranty analysis center, but it depends of your organization, and they will proceed to standard tests, that is like going and confirming the test specifications, okay. And here, if the issue is confirmed and you are able to know what is really the root cause, you can initiate a problem solving method. When the issue is more, let's say, complicated, like the intermittent issues and so on, you can pass to the second level of analysis, that is like under load tests, is more stress tests. Okay, so stressing conditions, for example, temperature ranges or humidity, peaks of voltage, for example, these kind of things. If you are able to analyze, to confirm, sorry, the failure and analyze the root cause, then that's okay. In case not, then you need a specialized team. You need the collaboration with the team. That is when we enter on the NTF process. Okay,
How long can some of those, on average, step one, step two, step three? Is it days? Is it weeks? Is it months?
it depends of the customer requirements, first of all. Normally, the let's say the between you receive the parts until you get the root cause for permanent issues, okay, for the issues that you can confirm based on the first and second level of analysis, between 15 until 30 days. If you will initiate an NTF process, then it takes more time because, for example, between like some months, sometimes, okay, because it depends. You have more parts available with the same failure, with the same, let's say, behavior or technical behavior. Maybe not. You need to wait to receive an additional one. For example, to put all the teams making a workshop, you also need some time, but should not take more than 2 months, 3 months to solve this. But these are special cases. Normally, maximum 30 days to confirm the permanent failures.
You mentioned the dealers and some of the data you're getting, Sofia. How important is data to you? How important is the quality of that data in order to make those decisions?
It's really important. Without knowing how the failure happened, what is, let's say, what the customer is seeing. If you initiate an investigation with a not working, you can have hundreds of root causes. If you initiate with a dedicated, specific customer claim description, then it will be different. For example, let's say the pointer is not working, or other kind of descriptions, then the analysis it will be more dedicated. You will, let's say, search for something really easier than having hundreds of options.
Yeah. I know speaking to other people within the warranty space, Sophia, they've often mentioned the problem with natural language and text speak and dealers putting in data in not such a workable format. Do you have those challenges as well?
For sure, for sure. For sure, let's say the dealers, the data access is getting better. Okay, the quality of the data is still needs to improve, to not say bad. Okay, because yes, is it true? The dealers are still putting the let's say the complaints in their natural language, because so in this way the people that analyze, the warranty team, let's say, needs to translate, and sometimes it's not so easy to translate really well. But if you have, for example, a P code that is basically an arrow code, okay, for specific for your project, for your product, this can support you a lot to understand which via of the system failed. Okay, so this improved because, let's say, the agnostic systems are improving, the readouts are improving, so it's easier for the engineering team to for the warranty team to deeper and understand.
How do you think you could improve that further? How can we educate the dealers on newer, better ways to be submitting these claims?
Let's say that, for example, an evaluation of their job. Imagine if the OEMs can give them an extra amount for a good data entry, or for example, have a KPI for satisfaction of their job. Okay, regarding how they enter the data, or for example, to develop systems like cross systems in which they don't need to fill in by hand, but just by clicking. This can support a lot.
I think this leads into what you were saying earlier about pushing for this quality mindset. And I like that term, the quality mindset. Can you talk a little bit more about what that means for you, Sophia?
If we have a warranty issue, this means that pass all the quality gates, all of them. So if we want to stop, if we want to decrease the cost, also we need to look as a quality issue. So having the quality mindset, solving the problem from the basis, from the root cause. And for me, don't exist any other way to look for warranty and to have success on warranty and to decrease the costs of the companies, all of them. Okay, doesn't matter if it's OEMs, tiers. So all of them should do look as this quality mindset, solve the problems, and then it goes to the costs. If you solve the problems, then you will decrease the costs for sure.
Yeah. You've said a couple of times that warranty can is seen as a cost center. You know, it's costly. And I think warranty
It's costly.
percentage of revenue is going up and up and up. For warrant, as you said, EVs is becoming harder and harder. There's more and more challenges, software, electronics.
Exactly. When you have more electronics, let's say you have more hypotheses to fail, right? So it's normal that for electronics, and even more now with electrical vehicles, the costs will arise. Not because, let's say, the quality will deteriorate, but also because the cost of the parts are higher. So for sure, one claim for these, for example, electrical vehicles will cost more than cost in the past. For example, if you want to substitute the battery pack, you will pay sometimes the price of the car.
I've heard people say, Sofia, that using digital twins, so having a digital twin of cars, the full system, or of parts, and being able to predict when things might fail, and like you said, make repairs over the air, that could eradicate warranty in the future, that would not exist. Things wouldn't fail because we could predict in advance. What do you
Exist,
think?
exist always ways to fail, but yes, I believe the number of incidents will decrease.
You had a presentation recently in Barcelona, I think, Sofia,
Yeah.
at a summit about warranty, and you spoke about collaboration, and you spoke about the quality mindset, you spoke about some big trends. What other big trends do you see happening in this area of an automaker or an auto supplier over the next 5 or 10 years?
Let's see for the next future, near future, like 5 years, as you said, the prospection is not so good. Okay, the costs are, let's say, expected to increase. But I believe this is, as I said, not because of quality deterioration or because we are not evolving or not, let's say, learning with past issues or improving our analysis process, but regarding the electrical vehicles. Maybe lack of know-how, not only for the suppliers, also for the OEMs. So in the overall automotive system process, but also because the cost of the part is higher, as I said. So I believe this is one of the trends, that the cost will increase in the next 5 to 10 years. And this is one of, let's say, the prospections I have. But also maybe the number of NTFs will decrease due to all of these efforts, all of these new standards focus on this. So I believe from one side the cost will be higher, but from the other side maybe the issues will be less.
Sofia, maybe just the last question as well. For other people listening to this that are in similar positions to you, do you have a couple of little pieces of advice for them?
First of all, to have self-motivation is important. To have commitment, okay? Ownership, basically. For me, it's the most important. Look to the issues as is your issue, motivate the people that works with you. So also leadership of the teams. Even if you are not a manager, you are always a leader if you need to solve a problem and you need somebody to support you on the team. So for me is this ownership and leadership.
Great way to end it. Sofia Salazar, thank you so much for your time. Ownership and leadership, we'll remember that. And hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Thank you very much, Shin. Thank you for the invitation.
Thanks for joining. Now next on the show, we'll have VG Krishnamurthy, Senior Director of Generative AI Solutions at Oracle.